All right, so this is our next question from CAT 23 slot 1. You can pause the video and try this out and resume the video for the solution. Right, so first look, it's based on compound interest. And again, prima facie, if you look at the question, it may look slightly complicated because half yearly compounding and 6 years and all. Okay, but ultimately the numbers are very favorable. Let's see how we solve this. So Anil invests rupees 22,000 for 6 years in a certain scheme with 4% interest per annum compounded half yearly. So the principal is 22,000, right? The time period N is basically 6 years, but the compounding is half yearly. So 6 into 2, we have 12 time periods of 6 months. And if the rate is 4% per annum, the effective rate for 6 months will be 2%. Half of 4, that is 2%. Now we can write an equation for this. The amount will be the principal into 1 plus r by 100 raised to n. So this is the amount that Anil will get after 6 years. Sunil invests in the same scheme for 5 years and then reinvests the entire amount received at the end of 5 years for 1 year at 10% simple interest. Okay, so Sunil is investing in the same scheme for 5 years and then reinvesting the entire amount received at the end of 5 years for 1 year at 10% simple interest. Okay, so Sunil is investing some amount, let's say X, okay, and he's investing for 5 years at the same in the same scheme. So the amount that Sunil will receive will be equal to X into 1 plus 2 by 100 the whole raised to 5 years. 5 years will have 10 compounding cycles, 10 6-month cycles. So this is the amount that Sunil will have. And further, Sunil is investing this entire amount at simple interest of 10%. So this entire amount will effectively get multiplied by 1.1. And now the question tells us at the end of 6 years, these two amounts are actually same. So we'll simply equate these two and we'll get the value of X. That's the whole point. Okay, very simple question. We just need to equate these two now and we'll get our answer. So we will equate these two. We will say 22,000 into 1 plus 2 by 100 raised to 12 will be X into 1 plus 2 by 100 raised to 10 into 1.1. Okay, so we equate the two and then this would become 1.02 raised to 12 and this would become 1.02 raised to 10 and 22,000 into the left hand side into 1.02 raised to 12 will be X into 1.02 raised to 10 and 1.1. Now we can observe that 1.02 is the same base on both sides. Here the power is 12 and here the power is 10. And so if you bring this term on the left hand side, it will come in the denominator. We will have 1.02 raised to 12 divided by 1.02 raised to 10. And this is 22,000 for you is equal to X into 1.1. Now you can use your law of indices. Okay, this entire thing will actually become 1.02 the whole raised to 2. And 11 and 11 would cancel out to give you 20,000 here. So your final answer is 20,000 into 1.02 square. This should be your investment made by Sunil. And now going further, guys, the entire question is about finding 1.02 square. You can use your on-screen calculator for this. A slightly better technique is the technique of multiplying numbers close to 100. So 102 is 2 more than 100. Again, 102 is 2 more than 100. Cross addition, we get 104. Now we simply insert 2 zeros and to this we add 2 2s are 4. The answer is 10404. This entire part would be 1.0404. To that, when we multiply 20,000, we will have our answer. The investment for Sunil, that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros gone and point shifted. 10404 into 2 is 20808. The final answer to your question. Sunil's investment was 20808. Very simple question. The only point is that the powers look scary, 12 and 10, something like that. So we have to understand that it's obviously going to get cancelled out later and stick to the procedure. We'll get our answer very quickly. The answer is 20808.